I've literally had arguments with people from my generation who say, the number one threat facing humanity is the climate crisis. Listen, it's terrifying and it's a massive problem. But the problem that exists today in this hour, as the minutes pass, is nuclear weapons.
We don't see it in the headlines, but the threat of nuclear Armageddon has never been greater.
And we just assume that everything's okay. Everything is not okay.
While our leaders tell us we need atomic weapons to deter a nuclear attack, the truth is, they have already used them against us.
It was mass destruction of our world.
And today, new nuclear weapons are still being built, enriching an elite few.
It's not strategy, it's not logic, it's money and politics.
Making the world more dangerous by the minute.
It would take about an hour to destroy everything humanity has built up over the millennia.
November 2008, the world watches in stunned horror as terrorists carry out a series of coordinated attacks in Mumbai, India.
The November attacks killed 164 people, stirring fear that India and Pakistan, both with nuclear arms, could slide toward war.
The attacks were the work of an Islamist militant group based in Pakistan.
The terrorist attack was designed to kill large numbers of people and provoke India into taking military action against Pakistan in order to trigger a larger war. The Bulletin of Atomic Scientists say that we're closer to the use of nuclear weapons now than we were during the Cold War.
The Cold War in some ways provided a kind of stability. It was the US and the Soviet Union. Today, there are more parties, more places for miscalculations, more places about concern.
There are over 13,000 nuclear weapons in the world today. While over 90% belong to the United States and Russia, well over 1,000 are in other countries. These include North Korea, China, India, and Pakistan. And it's India and Pakistan where experts believe the next nuclear war might break out.
These are captured Pakistani raiders. This is a sample of their handiwork at Batamalu near Srinagar.
India and Pakistan have fought 4 wars or conflicts since independence. There's constant tension between the two sides. What's changed since 1998 is that both sides are now building nuclear arsenals.
And both of their arsenals were born out of a bizarre American Cold War program called Atoms for Peace.
If a danger exists in the world, it is a danger shared by all.
The Atoms for Peace program was kind of a demented utopian view of what nukes could be without recognizing the unfortunate late-stage reality that we face today.
Information about the beneficial uses of atomic energy knows no national boundaries. The peaceful atom is here now to serve what President Eisenhower has termed the needs rather than the fears of mankind.
Under the program, the United States sent nuclear technology to countries like the Congo and Iraq to use for developing cheap, renewable energy, as long as they promised not to use it for the development of atomic weapons.
The Atoms Peace program was maybe the ultimate weapons proliferation program in history. Instead of sending AK-47s or sending fighter jets, we sent the capacity to create nuclear weapons.
And thanks in part to U.S. technology, India successfully detonated its first nuclear bomb in 1974, with Pakistan following in 1998.
Pakistan has said that if it fears that it's going to lose a conventional war with India, it's going to nuke India. And India has said if they nuke us, we're going to nuke them back.
India and Pakistan both have about 150 nuclear weapons each. Just 100 nuclear weapons used on the largely wooden urban cores of South Asia would put enough smoke and particulates into the atmosphere that it would cover the Earth in a shroud. That would last 2 or 3 years, and you're going to kill 40% of the food crops in the world, unleashing a famine that would kill about 1 billion to 2 billion people. That is a civilization-ending event.
And it's not only warring nations who may be able to trigger a nuclear conflict.
Cyber attacks have already happened on pipelines. They've happened on the Pentagon. They've happened on Fortune 500 companies.
Hackers have been able to get almost everywhere into global computer systems. Nuclear weapons are not unique to this.
I can tell you right now, there are definitely Chinese or Russian spies who've gotten access to power grids in the United States and know how to take them out in the event that they go to war with the US. When it comes to nuclear weapons, they're also not immune. Everything could be hacked.
But cyber threats are more than the hacking of systems. They also involve misinformation campaigns that could cascade into a deadly confrontation. April 23, 2013. A tweet from the Associated Press's Twitter account sends the stock market into freefall. The tweet was quickly deleted, but it shows what's possible.
I mean, the technology vulnerabilities are pretty well documented at this point, so it's not beyond the realm of possibility that hackers could get into a military Twitter account or even a news organization and report false information. That would necessitate a response from an adversary that could create a real-life war game scenario.
It'd be one thing if we had nuclear war because we and the Russians or the Chinese just couldn't stop ourselves from it. That would be a terrible tragedy. But to do it because somebody is, playing with Twitter accounts, it's impossible to reckon with how tragic that would be.